Stop scrolling. The biggest financial mistake you're making is costing you $330,000. And it's not crypto, stocks, or some guru's course, but something much simpler and way more dangerous: the calendar. There's a quiet financial crime happening to everyone in their 20s. You think you'll have time. You think you'll start investing later when you have real money. But when you look at how much just waiting 1 decade can cost you, the maths is brutal. It's so one-sided that you'll understand why that $5 coffee isn't the problem. Time is. And I'm going to show you the exact 4-step system to fix this. It takes less than 20 minutes to set up. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do tonight to start clawing back that $330,000. Let me show you the maths nobody explained to me in school. Imagine you have two identical twins. They've got the same job, same salary, same life. Earl starts investing at 25. Luke starts investing at 35. Earl puts away $100 a month. That's it. He's not rich or anything. He puts $100 into an index fund every single month. And he does this from 25 to 65. He never increases it. It's just $100 for 40 years. The total money he's personally put in? $48,000. But his account balance at 65? That's a staggering $531,000. Now let's look at Luke. Luke basically waits. He says, I'm going to enjoy my 20s. I'll start investing at 35. So at 35, he does the exact same thing. $100 a month. Same fund, same returns. He invests for 30 years instead of 40. He puts in $36,000 of his own money. It's only $12,000 less than Earl. But his final number? $199,000. Luke has less than half of what Earl has. That 10-year delay didn't cost him 10 years of profit. It's literally cut his retirement in half. The gap between them is $332,000. Those first 10 years Earl invested, where he only put in $12,000 total, were worth $250,000 in the end, which is pretty crazy. And here's why this happens. This is the part that will make it click. So compound interest doesn't work in a straight line. Most people think, if I wait 10 years and then invest twice as much, I'll catch up. That's wrong, because your money doesn't just grow, it's the growth that grows. Let me break it down. When Earl invests $100 at 25, that $100 becomes $4,500 by the time he's 65. But when Luke invests the same $100 at 35, it only becomes $1,744. It's the same $100, same fund, just 10 years later. That $100 Earl put in at 25 had 40 years to grow. Luke's $100 only had 30. The difference in those 10 years of compounding is everything. The last 10 years of growth are the most explosive, and Luke misses them. And that's why every finance book screams to start early. Not because they're annoying, but because the maths is rigged in favor of people who start young, even if you're broke. The reason Earl's dwarfs Luke's is because of where they sit on the exponential curve. In the first 10 years, the money grows steadily. In the last 10 years, from age 55 to 65, the account balance is so large that the interest earned each month is often more than the total amount of money they personally saved over the entire 40 years. Okay, but here's what everyone says. I'll just invest more when I'm 35. I'll be making more money anyway. So I ran that scenario too. If you start at 35 and want to hit the same $530,000 that Earl got, you can't invest $150 a month. Not even $200. You need to invest $270 every single month. Almost triple what Earl was putting in. Think about that for a second. At 25, you might be broke, but your bills are low. You're renting a room, you're eating cheap. Finding $100 is hard, but doable. At 35, you probably have more responsibilities. A mortgage, higher rent, a car payment, kids, credit card debt, lifestyle creep. Finding $270 a month at 35 when you have real responsibilities is way harder than finding $100 at 25. But it's obviously still doable. But the thing is, by waiting, you're choosing to play life on hard mode. You're betting that future you, who has more expenses, will be able to save more money. Now, I know half of you are thinking, cool story, but I literally can't afford $100 a month. I get it. I've been there. But here's the thing. The amount doesn't matter as much as the time. If you can only do $20 a month, do 20. If you can only do $50 a month, do 50. Because you're not just building wealth, you're building the habit. Most people never start because they're waiting until they can invest properly. They think $20 isn't worth it. But that $20 a month for 40 years, that's still $106,000 at retirement. Once you start, it gets easier. You get a raise, you increase it to $30. A new job, you bump it up to $50. The hardest part though is starting, because if you wait until you have enough, you'll never start. You'll get the raise, you'll get the better apartment, you'll get the nicer car, and suddenly you're 35 and you're still broke. So most investing apps now, like Vanguard, Fidelity, AJ Bell, Hargreaves Lansdowne, they let you invest with $1 or £1. There's literally no excuse. Alright, so let's address the doomers in the comments. Why even bother? Inflation's going to destroy everything. Or the market's going to crash. Let me be clear, you're not wrong. Inflation is real. That 500k in 40 years won't feel like 500k today. It'll probably feel like 200k in today's money. Cash is guaranteed to lose to inflation. Keeping your money in a savings account means it loses 2 to 3% of its value every single year. Investing in the stock market historically beats inflation by 7%. So your choice isn't between losing money to inflation or not losing money. Your choice is lose guaranteed or have a fighting chance to win. Investing basically acts as a shield against inflation. And yes, crashes happen. It happened in 2008, it happened in 2020 with COVID. It's going to happen again. After every single crash though, in history, the market came back and went higher. So if you're 25, you don't care if the market crashes next year. You're not even going to touch that money for 40 years. And by the time you retire, all those crashes are just going to be tiny blips on the chart. Volatility is basically the price you pay for wealth. If you want safety, keep your money in a savings account and lose 2% a year forever. If you want wealth, you stomach the crashes and stay in the game. Now I know some of you are watching this thinking, great, I'm 32 or I'm 38, I've missed the boat. But let me be really clear with you. It's not too late. Is it ideal? No. Would starting at 25 have been better? Yes. But you know what's worse than starting at 35? It's starting at 45 or never starting at all. Let me give you the maths that actually matters to you. Say you're 35 right now and you start investing $200 a month. By 65, you'll have $379,000. That's not $500,000, but it's also not zero. And it's way better than the zero you'll have if you keep putting it off. You can't change the past. You can only control what you do right now. So as the saying goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. But here's what you do have going for you. You probably make more money now than you did at 25. You understand your expenses better, you're more disciplined, you know what actually matters in life. So use that. If you can swing $300 a month, that's $569,000 by 65. You've basically just caught up to Earl. If you're 40 and thinking it's pointless now to start, $200 a month for 25 years is equal to $237,000. That's the difference between retiring and working until you physically can't anymore. Every single year you wait, it gets harder, but every single day you're still breathing, it's worth starting. So yeah, you miss some years, don't miss the rest of them too. And I'm not going to lie to you, this isn't exciting. You're not going to be rich by next month, you're not going to retire at 30, you're not going to buy a Lamborghini from one smart investment. This is the boring, slow, and painful way to build wealth. But that's exactly why it works. Because the people trying to get rich quick, they lose everything. The people who buy boring index funds and forget about them for 40 years, they're the ones that retire as millionaires. You know what is pretty cool though? Retiring at 65 with enough money that you never have to worry again. Having the freedom to say no to jobs you hate. Not stressing about money when you're 70 years old. And you get there by being boring in your 20s. Alright, so remember how I said at the start I'd show you the 4-step system? This is it. You can literally do this tonight whilst this video is still fresh. And here's exactly what to do. So step 1, open an account. In the UK, you open a stocks and shares ISA. So Vanguard, Hargreaves Lansdowne, Trading 212. In the US, you open a Roth IRA. So platforms like Fidelity or Vanguard. Step 2 is to set up an auto deposit. So whatever you can afford. $5, $20, $50, it doesn't matter. Make it automatic so you don't even think about it. Step 3 is to buy a low-cost index fund. So the S&P 500, FTSE Global All Cap, Total Market Fund. Do your research. It doesn't matter which one, just pick one. These are basically baskets of hundreds or thousands of companies. So you're not picking stocks, you're actually buying the whole market. And the final step is to delete the app and forget about it. So seriously, the more you check it, the more likely you are to panic and sell during a crash. Set it, forget it, and let time do the work. That's it. 4 steps. No finance degree required, no stock picking, no crypto gambling. It's just boring, automatic, compounding wealth. Look, just to wrap this up, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. But I will tell you this. You have one thing billionaires can't buy, which is time. Jeff Bezos can't go back and start investing at 25. Elon Musk can't buy more years of compounding. But you can. You're sitting on the most valuable asset in finance, and most people waste it waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There's just now. And now is always better than later. Let me know in the comments. Are you team start now or team wait till I'm rich? And if this video saved you $330,000, maybe hit the like button. I've got plenty of other videos on personal finance on my channel, so be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.